Smith and Justin Amash all in like, hey guys.
I'm going to bring such unity to the Libertarian Party that Dave Smith, Justin Amash, and Nicholas will have
And Justin O'Donnell.
And Justin.
Dave is more at odds with Justin O'Donnell than Justin Amash now, which that's interesting.
Yeah, Justin will allow you to know that.
Justin, you're not going to run for president?
No, fuck all of you. Fuck every last one of you. Now you got Ian Freeman trying to convince me to run for president.
I know, dude. That's incredible. You're George Washington. You don't want the job.
Just think about it. Like, Dave would have to be so much less craggy if he ran for president.
No, he wouldn't.
Sure he would.
No, Dave would just dismiss the idea that I'm running, and the vast majority of everyone in the Mises Caucus outside of New Hampshire would just line up and take orders.
I don't think so. I think you underestimate how much fan base we have.
Yes.
But I know that free state-based endorsement means a lot.
Yeah, the free state-based endorsement. That's a heavy. That's a lot of weight behind it. You know?
Let's see what we got for results. All right. That's refreshing.
Right. I want to be discreet.
Are you going to welcome them as new movers like Patrick did?
He's doing really well.
Starting with the harness early.
Yeah. Right out the door. Actually. Darcy, they won't let you take her out the door without putting him in a box.
What's Murphy's district?
I brought this, and they were like, "Well, we can't
Keith Murphy.
You can bring her to another room. You put her in the box." I'm never putting her in a box. Ever.
State Senate 16.
This is the free stater territory.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Are you live already?
Yep.
I'm going to link it from.
Oh, true.
But the most recent thing I made.
So WMER still has no results for State House.
I've been posting.
Where are you streaming from?
YouTube.
I mean, I don't really think I could lose. So excited to see. It's all about that. I read that book. If I just visualize victory, that's all it is.
Is yours refreshing? Because mine already says Finney.
For WMUR, I just force refreshed it. So
Look at this autocomplete.
I know who 3 of those 4 people are. I don't know who that one is. But guard is an Irish word for police officer. So.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, which was a Canadian. Yeah.
Hey, did you know that?
Oh, hey, Ofer. Ofer, all your friends are here at the party, and you could have been here
Started
too.
every day for like the last 2 months.
He's too extreme for me.
He's too extreme for New Hampshire.
Shit, we
Imagine
need it.
saying Don Baldock is too extreme. Like, on anything except warmongering.
I actually, the Center for More Information says he doesn't want to replace those pipes. He wants sewage to be dirty. He wants to eliminate Medicare and Social Security. And
Internet got slow.
look at school training.
Oh, I started streaming on stream.
As they got on the highway,
It's still working.
Yeah, but the hard line is slow on refreshing WMUR's page.
Maybe WMUR is.
they were gone. Excited, but they were
Not Justin Gardner.
Brandon Finney won.
You did?
Yep, barely. Look. 4 votes. Brandon Finney won by 4 votes.
Rand Paul, projected winner.
Over, if that friend is Joe, he's here at the quilt.
Yeah, I'm like
What's the best site for state results?
I have WMUR and Granite Memo going, and they're having different recordings. So Granite Memo is using Decision Desk for their reporting, and WMER is using Associated Press.
Really want to get out there. You should get but yeah, it's a huge advantage. Even just having papers.
Well, can I call Brandon Finney a free stater?
I have no idea. He's a libertarian. He's a former libertarian House rep.
Oh, I'm gonna say that actually.
Depending on the person, but again, because I have cows in.
That hasn't refreshed in a bit.
So who's got the boxes of ballots for Jeremy?
I'm curious. I don't think
Perfect. You know what I mean? I want that. Now I have whatever here. Look at this funny little thing. And someone was like, "Oh, you know, aren't you afraid?"
Justin,
Yep.
people say make the print bigger.
Oh, we can do that.
That picture in your first thoughts. I'm going to get you.
Joe offers using you as an excuse to not come hang out because you're his one friend who's not here and wants him to come play games. So he wants you to come say hi.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of times it's no, someone's like, well, this is gone, like you're a BGF.
Yeah, he was lazy ass. I was like, okay, fine. Like,
He was talking about
I'm not doing shit.
No,
Instead, we just came here
no,
because I'm doing
like, plus 10 more. What do you do? Look, here's me with one now on the video.
in the litter box today. This stuff is still you have to smoke.
Oh no, it's not.
Well, that's
oh, it's
awful.
awful. Oh, you're. Oh yeah. No.
Increase the
No, it's
text,
a good. Oh, it's a good spot.
There's going to be the chat, like, out here. Old man.
He says being unwilling to spend $30 on an Uber isn't lazy, it's frugal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand
Why are we talking about one person on our live stream with 6 entire people?
Do we know any of this?
I mean, it's a mile long. It's more It's a mile. It's a mile.
Again, if there's a mile, we try to go after we don't be there.
to get to Elm Street, I would say it would
I think it's a mile.
I think it's like 2.
No way.
Yeah, that's what
My house is
libertarian candidates, but also like.
That's a long and complicated story of nonsense.
Because we are obviously.
Nicholas Sarwark is the short answer.
Is he winning? Is Sarwark winning?
Oh, I should pull up county offices, shouldn't I?
For once, to know if you brought board games.
I did not.
We have a whole shelf and room full of board games here, Ofer.
Oh yeah. You guys can send it to
I mean, I've only got like another one. You have the form ready for bed, so you can do whatever you want. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we have like
Well, do you want old time or new time?
I'll check.
Old time is 9:30.
Yeah.
Per old time.
For old time.
Or, you know, it's even
So first, he doesn't want to spend $30 on Uber, so it's an economic decision. But then when I offer to give him a ride for free, he says I'd rather relax at home.
He's just an introvert. We know he's an introvert. It's over.
I try not to like poke and prod at him, like because it doesn't matter. Like he's made up his mind. He's come to the logic, and Oprah's logic is always perfect.
Tyler Jack.
So,
There are many different avenues we can use to back up
but this is very
It's like the Austrian economic model that all economic agents believe they are rational.
yeah.
You all are getting the details from me. I turned in for election information, not personal feedback. So Ofer just heard everything that we just said.
Oh yeah. Good.
Oh, good. That's why we love them.
Like we're not saying anything I haven't told him personally. So.
Well, Mr. Cow says, Moo, we did pick somebody better than Dawn to run against Maggie.
It's that you have a lot of people.
You could have voted for someone better, but wouldn't be a Mugger or Dawn.
Nothing ever trumps.
Why is WMER not want to load the county races?
To congratulate you on your 2024 run, Justin.
No, it's not happening.
It's being announced. It's not. It's like George Washington. Yeah, you're like George Washington. He didn't want to be president either.
Not happening. You guys are insane. I will sabotage that 5 ways through Sunday.
You'll
Listen,
come around. You'll come around. Just warm up to it. Yeah.
you don't want the media vetting me as a candidate.
Yeah, we do.
You think?
We're going to start the Timothy McVeigh caucus. You're going to be the head of it.
Listen, I've got sealed records, and they can unseal that shit for the media.
We're gonna have you drive around.
You're saying this as if it's a bad thing.
Yeah. It'll just increase. What you gotta do is start driving around in a rented U-Haul all the time. I was a rider.
They're already here. They're already.
I'm wondering if they're going to report both Nick Sarwarks. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I love how they don't give Nick Sarwark a party title.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Sarwark.
It was on the ballot.
Sarwark.
Libertarian.
And Democrat.
Oh, was it both?
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention.
I didn't vote Sarwark.
Oh, yeah, no, we totally should send that. I'll send it right now. I'll
What?
just send it. Oh, I just like say, I don't know who it is.
I voted for Coughlin.
We threw it in. I won't answer who it is. He was like, yeah, I don't agree. That was our exact No. He threw out our call and all the approval tweets go to Justin O'Donnell.
Justin O'Donnell has final approval on all everything for the NHG.
You don't want that to happen.
Effective
No,
immediately.
it is. I was not ready for it. I was not ready for that one. Jeremy did Epoch Times.
Yeah, they put it on an article.
What did they ask you about?
Oh, I actually got kind of distracted. Did you not see it? I thought they tagged us on
I might have
Twitter.
missed it if they did. I don't know. Too late.
Yeah, the lady was really nice. So hopefully, she's someone we
Was it
can.
just about your campaign or about the
It was about our campaign and like Baldock in the race for Senate.
So,
in Hampshire.
with
Oh, it's
the same districts reporting, you're outperforming the two governor's candidates combined, which is not normal.
So, Jeremy,
Yeah.
I'm happy to report there are 89 principled libertarians, including myself, in Ward 11.
Out of how many?
So the Maggie got 1349, Dawn got 896, and Jeremy got 80.
It's about 3.5%.
But those combined can't make
In the
it
densest district?
so we're still winning.
And this is our densest district.
I lost.
So that's the best we'll probably do. We're saying.
You lost?
I mean, there were 500 undervotes. I was like, man. But I beat Carolyn Levitt.
Well, Oprah says he is muting Dave Smith's stream to watch this shit show instead. So,
Do you need these?
Oprah, I believe this shit show is way more entertaining than Dave Smith's stream possibly could be.
Oh, we can bring the shit show. You guys want to bring the shit show? What did you mean?
You can go on, Carl.
Carla, you want to tell the internet about the shit show?
Oh, no. The only thing the internet needs to know is I'm still president in waiting. Here, she
I'm just glad. I mean, I never thought he was going to win, but I'm so glad Charles Booker lost. That guy's the worst.
Let me double check on Fetterman.
Yeah, dude, that guy better win.
Fetterman his lead has dropped down to 77% to 20%.
20%, 77% lead to 20% lead.
He has 77%. Oz has 20%.
Whoa, who's the? Oh, is Gerhard have
1%.
Oh, okay.
With the Tammy,
And that is with 7% reporting in Pennsylvania.
Did they lose? I mean, their district's equally hard. I mean, these two are pretty. I mean, they're mildly competitive, but they're not.
When I say expected to lose, I mean that it's like a Democratic PBI district.
Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah, all of them. Do we have a sense? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people.
Arya got that 20%.
I see a lot of people
I'm sorry, I know
winning
I'm not supposed
too.
to laugh, but
Who do you see that's great? Come tell me. I saw Brandon Finney won by 4
And
votes.
Aidenberg,
I don't know.
Aiden, someone.
Okay, I don't have that. WMR doesn't have that reported. Anchorberg.
So we'll try to chase.
Are
that
we counting
close between
Republicans?
Pseudo and
We should
Sherman.
start
No,
there.
I'm counting. Just any good, I don't know, NHLA endorsed. Is it good?
We have the list for the Seacoast.
Now people won't believe it. I don't know.
Okay. Do you have a just
What?
just like anything that's worth like sharing.
This is live.
If it's just like
I don't know
if it's just a list of
That's
names.
why Over can hear all the shit show.
That we're watching, but I don't have the results in there yet.
Oh, okay.
If you're looking
Still
for
nothing
names,
from the state senate.
like Nicholas Boyle, it's his first time running.
Yeah. He is
Nothing for Aiden.
not looking like it looks, but it's not finished yet.
Kathleen Cavallaro lost.
She lost. Yeah, I remember that one.
Seamus Casey was a really tough one.
How much money did Kathleen Cavallaro blow on TikTok to lose?
wait, she lost?
She lost.
So,
Folks, TikTok does not win elections.
Eric just texted me, tell Nolan to let me tweet you.
I saw Aiden posted he won.
Somebody tweeted congratulations to Stratford 16 for giving Kathleen Cavallaro a reason to leave the state.
I already encouraged her to leave.
But where can she go where she's not a colonizer?
To quote Rothbard, where will she go?
Massachusetts.
Who cares?
Massachusetts or Quebec. Send her to Canada.
Portland,
Oregon.
We should post that paraphrasing Rothbard. Where will Kathleen Cavallaro go?
Kaczynski won. We now have a state rep with the last name Kaczynski.
And it's spelled exactly the same.
Yeah, we need to talk to that guy. Have you heard of LP National?
Did you see Len Turcotte's sign earlier? Somebody's sending around a picture. It's a big Len Turcotte sign on the side of the road, and somebody just put a little sign handwritten next to it that says Free Stater with an arrow.
Wow. I don't even think he is a card Gary. Sure.
Who do you want me to look for?
I think if you were scrolling the other way, I saw Aiden.
Aiden's not reported yet.
I saw him post that he won.
Yeah, they might not have reported it to the Associated Press yet.
Okay. I think, yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
created yet.
Nothing reported yet.
So I didn't even consider this, but it is Mad Castle means like
Well, everyone should know who Kathleen Cavallaro is, and if you don't, just head on over to TikTok and Google her.
Just search for crazy eyes.
It's hilarious. She has those eyes that scream, "I will ruin your financial future." Which, granted, most women have those eyes naturally, but hers just seem preternatural.
Hers are the prototypes.
Like, there's also like a former campaign staffer for John McCain and George Bush. If you look into her.
Was this the one who lives in New York and voted?
No, that was Maggie Hassan's deputy campaign manager who tweeted out today, "So proud I voted," with her sticker, and then I just looked her up on LinkedIn and she lives in New York City.
Voted in New Hampshire.
Yep.
It's not great. It's not ideal.
I did.
Really?
I did.
Cow, this is WMUR, our local ABC affiliate, and their results. They're not 100% accurate. We also have Granite Memo's results up, and they're reporting at a different rate. Granite Memo's using Decision Desk, and WMUR is using Associated Press. But WMUR has a better UI on the website for looking through their State House results.
talking to help the sign or whatever for multiple people today, and I was talking with them. There's quite a few of us. I've ran into like another free
God.
today.
Russ Kelly ran against Josh Yokola?
For Glenn Bailey, and never been to anything.
Folks, this is another example of why people get mad at the Libertarian Party. Josh Yokola is a principled as heck
Who ran against
Libertarian candidate, and Russ Kelly, a Libertarian Party member who ran as a conservative independent and petitioned his way onto the ballot, tried to run against him instead of just supporting the Libertarian who had a chance to win.
So potential.
But it's unopposed.
Who's Russ Kelly?
He's a nobody who hangs out in the Starbucks crowd.
Yeah, Josh is great. He's a good. He
a lot of work.
does things
No results from Jess's race.
That's the first building that should be torn down because that thing is ugly. I'm not registered. Yeah, I never knew it existed. I don't know where I thought downtown was, but I thought it was
candidates. I should get all the credit. If they lose, I should not be blamed at all.
Fact. Might actually be true.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were like. Let's target something.
Little dice bar downtown that it
There's one someone's running on a cemetery.
Well,
Bear with us, folks. This is a long list because we do have 400 state reps here in New Hampshire.
Turn the corner. As long as we get around.
Let's check in on Jeremy's results.
In the southern part of the state, I think we should be good.
Up to 2.1%.
2%. Jeremy, all those illegal immigrants that I told to come here.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah. You can't vote. That's the problem. You can't vote. Do you require this? Give me a bulldog. Yeah.
Carlos.
It's the bulldog. Give me a bulldog. Yeah. Get me. Oh yeah. Look, and if someone sees
Wow, it's not as tight as it is. Whoops.
I mean, I knew Seamus was going to lose, but he got crushed. Yeah, so it's like the end of the world. And he didn't really think that. All right, Ruth Larson's going to probably lose.
Why didn't he just run as a Democrat?
I don't know. Probably because he's the chair of the county Republican.
That would make it 10 times funnier. If he's the chair of the county Republican Party and wins as a Democrat. And I think the voters are that stupid.
Especially when I'm Nolan gave me something to make me hot time I was back there. Yeah. Oh no! Where the hell am I? Driving. Yeah.
I saw in Dixville Dodge, there's 5 people voting. All 5 voted for Hassan, and 4 of them voted for Sununu.
And 4 voted for Custer.
New Hampshire.
Which meant there was 2 people with split ballots different ways.
Right on, brother. I think the most Christmas was driving a car. Like, when I was driving, I think we should know tomorrow. Like, well, things just need to be.
Kathleen Cavallaro losing is like the unsung win of the night. Like,
I don't know if it's unsung. I think it's probably sung.
Go check TikTok, see if she's crying yet.
It's good.
I mean, she's leaving, right? She's just like.
Well, it's really funny because the Discord paid, Sam Triple is. So they
I am actually shocked that in a blowout race like governor, the Libertarians are doing so poorly compared to such a tight race for Senate.
It's going up. You went up under 7%.
I wonder. So I wonder if that's also partially people being like, "There's 2 fucking libertarians." Like, I can't.
Like, what would you?
there's a lot of the people who do come in and vote libertarian, like, they're checked out. Like, they're not really paying attention. It's like, so.
They know to show up once every 2 years. Like,
I saw that today, and I was just like, well, I'm not fucking voting for anyone. I didn't vote for the governor. I thought that was fucking blank. I was just like, nope. I even know Carolyn.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Jeremy, you need to tweet out about elections.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I'm not on the machines Roadway Twitter account. They never posted a single thing.
I'm the guy that's showing it Moldov
that I had for like 2012. What you read? No, I don't do anything.
A little bit more. Like, you did your own exit poll. Slightly more like ambiguous.
damn.
She's rent free.
I will say, with 26% reporting, I did think that would be a lot closer in CD1.
But it could be the same kind of thing where, like,
It's just Portsmouth.
yeah, or whatever. She's a favorite. But
I kind of hope she loses. Like,
well, I bet she'll get us some good headlines.
Listen, I had a Republican screaming at me at an event because I was mean to her and called her a brain-dead blonde bimbo who wanted to be the next Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That's great.
Right, yeah.
Play ball with us.
I stand by those words. Her resume is that she was her father's secretary while he worked for Trump.
Yeah, but dude, you need a brain lock going.
Yeah, she would
Yes, Kurt, we're all bummed about Carla and Brittany, but if you're just joining, Kathleen Cavallaro also lost, and so that's icing on that cake.
Well, she wants worse for you. I lose a lot of sleep over somebody like that.
And all those people hate you. The same situation that they were.
They can crying Teresa can go cry, right? I'm sure some
Still no results for Yuri. He's probably somewhere.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Murav did not win.
That's pretty close, though.
No, it's not.
But it's
Pretty close to
votes.
It's a top 4 win.
Well, it's 60% reporting, though. There's still almost half the votes.
Where are the good results? Why are all the initial results bad? Probably because it's all like Manchester and stuff that comes in first.
Who should I look for? Give me a name.
I don't know. I'll pull up NHLA endorsements and read off random names.
No, he's not. Why? Because he was in Boston today, so I was already.
Eesh. That didn't go well.
I wasn't on the team.
Oh, no, it's not that close.
Well, that's too bad because we've had nice weather.
Yeah, How about Michael Custer? They didn't know.
Oh, let me look for Gerard.
How many registered libertarians in Hampshire?
Looks like Rich Gerard severely underperformed Carla's baseline.
Didn't that district get redrawn?
Read it.
Yeah.
You can look up the section.
They cut Goffstown out of it.
Yeah, right. They made it even more democratic.
Yeah.
They drew a map that really should be getting them like
14
senators. So if they don't get 14 senators, then
I want to look for.
Does that sound right, Justin? When I was looking at Ballotpedia, back when we were listed as a party in like 2016, I think I saw 58 libertarians.
Registered to vote. So, when you have we actually registered over 1,000 people in one day during the primary in 2018. We only had like 58 before the primary, but we had an open primary. And when it's your first year as a party after getting major party status, if somebody comes and joins your party on register the same day, they are not allowed to unenroll.
Okay. So the 58 must have been before that registration.
Correct.
Jeremy, would you hand me my phone?
Yeah. How'd you like a little hot sauce there?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's Cholula.
And then, I didn't really, my wife was over 94. Use LED
WMER's website, like just not loading, is great.
Because that was 126.
Well, the season, yeah, I went back in there.
Is that 7 months or 8 months?
5 months.
Oh, 5 months.
5 months up there.
So apparently there was some kind of lawsuit
Just made out.
in Arizona.
Lawsuit.
Judge rules polls closed at 7 p.m. in Maricopa County, denying Lakes, Masters, and the RNC's lawsuit to move the deadline to 10 p.m. Following polling site issues.
Yeah, what was up with that? That was nuts.
All the voting
And
was being
electric
trailed in southern areas.
Yeah.
I just pile on points.
Yeah, well, Ben almost got that 4%. After we the people unendorsed him for not supporting Bolduc.
He wouldn't have mattered, right? It's not
Yeah, unfortunately, ballot access is statewide races only, so Senate and governor are the only ones that matter. Nothing reporting for Hillsborough County.
You should imagine the fact of Democratic.
Travis was ready to do it. How about you drinking whiskey?
Oh, check it.
Like, man.
Oh, he would know by now. Wouldn't he?
Well, they're not reporting in the.
Oh, he's ready to have somebody out the poll.
Totally get scared for the next 2 years, right?
No, we have just
Like
different
Carlisle.
things to do.
Right.
Oh, yeah, this is like way back.
And like Jeremy was
But she got it from the church.
Yeah.
There's numbers next to the names there. Is that the number award?
Oh, well, they got yours.
That's the district number, so I know how to look for them.
Even better. You should have come with like really
What,
bad
you running Urbit there? What's
Like
going
one
on?
of you should have come with like
Urbit?
So the operating system is FreeBSD, and then I'm using Sway.
For LP National Stream, we'll never have anything
This
interesting.
terminal is Alacrity.
Fetterman's killing it in Pennsylvania, apparently.
We knew Fetterman was going to kill it in Pennsylvania. People love their memes, okay?
I hope that's why.
At 11% reporting, he still has 70%.
He's created this weird architecture called Urbit.
I didn't even have to
And programming language is called Coon.
We did encourage it, though.
Deliberately obfuscated so that
Did you guys commit voter fraud today? I hope it was in favor of John Fetterman in Pennsylvania.
it's like I looked at it and I.
But what is it? Is it a
It's a federated architecture.
Absolutely.
Where you get basically a cryptographically signed identity that can follow you around through all the federated
They
nodes.
also use like.
So it's.
But what is it?
Who are our other secession reps?
It's a distributed.
The secession reps.
NH pack endorsed. Look at New Hampshire really well endorsed.
No, this is just an SSH term.
Yeah, no, it's just just Worcester.
But so basically, I have a network attached storage device, and I have a staging directory where any content that I rip.
Did you see the Russian Duma proposal
I put it in the
regarding
staging
New
area,
Hampshire's independence?
And then on nights where I have a few minutes, I'll go
A
and
member of the
actually
Russian parliament in
make a
Duma
whole directory
made a
structure.
proposal, and they have agreed to it,
I've got over
to
3
accept New
petabytes
Hampshire
of
or any
movies,
other state that wants to leave the
audiobooks,
union since a poll showed 80% of New Hampshire residents want to see.
Yeah.
Music.
I do that with web pages. I turn it into PDFs, but I don't
I
get
also
the,
have that.
I don't get
Monday,
the
Tuesday, open for dinner.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Sunday, brunch.
I've got some very interesting videos.
I'm sure the two blondes on the LP stream are hotter than us, but like Jeremy's at least funnier than them.
Go to nhipack.org/candidates.
I'm trying to find
I have it.
NHI.
Like some of them
nhipack.org/candidates.
deserve to be archived forever. You know this one?
Yes, I do know that one. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like they're on the
Although that one's one that's likely to stick around.
Well, you
Well,
never
if you
know
lost
what's
your
going to happen in
primaries.
30 years,
Right.
but I feel like that needs to be available to our posterity.
Well, the Road to Serfdom was positively reviewed by Kenyon.
Did not know that. That's fun. Very interesting.
It is a typeless esoteric program. Emphasis on esoteric.
Right.
It's
We've talked about Haskell.
yeah. Haskell is like Microsoft Basic.
It's Microsoft.
Basic.
AOC won. Nobody surprised.
Basic language, the old basic programming
Yeah,
language.
so that Pierre Dupont, is he one of those
Haskell is not.
No, I'm saying Haskell
I have no idea. Well, let's check for Paul Terry.
is like basic compared to Haskell. In other words, Haskell is.
No results for Paul Terry.
Yeah, I don't think there's results for
Haskell
him
makes
yet.
sense.
Oh, right. Yeah. I got you.
Oh, aside from one who lost, aside from
Carla?
no, it's unofficial. So
It's
just, I just got that from
like
Signal.
Yeah, it's just to make it hard. So people.
I didn't know he was a computer science.
Yeah.
Kristen Jackson
Yeah, I like his.
lost and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're literally.
All right, come in on the
You would be a great candidate. That's the funniest thing.
Jason Gerhardt,
I
Nelson
can
reporter.
check. So I'll pull up. I have the PVI data by district, and what we can do is
Seems about right.
TikTok. What do you think?
Are you?
Yeah, everyone needs to go make fun of Kathleen Cavallaro. Kathleen Cavallaro on TikTok. Everyone has to go make fun of her. She lost.
This is how we repair a relationship.
I'm going to commiserate. I'm going to try and
Yeah.
until it's okay.
God, see if she's on Twitter. Did she block LPNH on Twitter? See if no, she still follows me. Just see if she's having a meltdown.
It's like, what was that district that
Crazy left views. Is that an area you would like to play in? All right.
Yeah, Merrimack 18.
I like skated close to that edge.
Or no, wait.
Did you have the old
Tell the
data
tale.
or the current data?
Oh, good. I don't think they'll be able to rig it up to avoid a red line.
I'm like, if they want me to switch
Move out to the Keene area.
Oh, for not all the meme makers won because the meme maker in the Seacoast lost horribly. And I'm sure she's going to sell a lot of rage jewelry about it.
So it's just
Said I didn't win my election tonight, although they are still cleaning up the numbers. The first printout shows that I fell short by 74 votes. I knew my incumbent opponent would be hard to beat. The last time we won by 277. I'm happy to leave. I'm happy to have closed that gap a little. So I'm thinking like
it's 100% reported.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we say something like, "It was a valiant effort. If you need help moving, please contact us, and we'll be willing to give you containers to put your stuff."
You just want to take a picture of it and tweet it with that. Tag her in the tweet separately. Not a response, just like don't even acknowledge her.
Did I say Jeremy did your case? Did something like that didn't work? What was that? Yeah, it's very good. I didn't want to. That was sort of my takeaway, but I was like, oh, I don't want to be hysterical. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think it was interesting, the timing? I mean, it's hard not to become that person, but
Everything's
it was very annoying.
I'm very mentally distracted even now.
Yeah, no, understandably, that's a huge fucking deal. Yeah.
Carla, who else are we looking for?
By the way, that district was PVI D+20. So I mean, she had no chance in the first place. Like the fact that she got blown out was really a surprise.
Great, Kathleen Taggart. Let us know if you need help packing. Is that good?
Yeah. She said she's going to leave the country if she lost.
No mean tweets moratorium.
She said if she lost, she was leaving the country.
There we go.
That is true.
Yep.
She did. She wants to go somewhere
Yes.
that's not gentrified, though. So.
No.
Oh, does that include the results?
Okay, right.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
So, shall we give her to Elon and he can take her to Mars?
I'm fine with that.
I mean, that seems cruel and unusual.
I'm attempting to.
She did.
I mean, she did.
She did. She wants to go. I mean, like.
I mean, the problem with her is that she actually clearly
It's frozen.
off of negative attention, so you're not really. You're just.
You're actually giving her what she wants.
Yeah, that's why, like, I think you should mostly not engage.
That is why I ignore all the trolls.
Listen, the more we troll her, the more money she makes on her raised jewelry, the quicker she leaves New Hampshire.
Okay, well. Theory.
Maybe we should have that progressive state project reach out to her personally.
Listen, short term, you're not having an overlapping market. You don't overlap in market.
She was going to go.
She did.
You can come pitch your jewelry market. Come pitch your jewelry to the internet.
She said she was going to go for a helicopter.
I would have to know anything about it. We're back. Let me get the screen back.
Yeah, I did.
We're back. Let me get the screen back. There we go. Sorry about that. The computer did crash. Oprah's right. That's what you get for using communal property. Patrick, the background convo is part of the flavor.
You could get a mic that's not a 360.
This is directional.
They're getting 2%. They're doing it.
Still nothing for Josh.
Oh, we're up 2.2.
Yeah, but those results don't match.
Fraud.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hitting refresh?
no, I'm not.
Carlos makes a valid point. If we say we spoiled it, they're like, no, oh, we just suck.
So the best part is when Decision Desk called the race for Sununu, it was only 7% reporting, and Sununu was down.
You're enemy yourself or us?
Yeah, so we're still only stuck with that's how little is actually reported.
What does it say? What percent?
16% is reported, but like it's all like cities.
It's all blue. So you don't think we'll do better in red than we did in blue?
I don't know.
Because it seems like blue wouldn't be voting for us. Right? Wouldn't you think we do better in red than blue? Like by pissed off Republicans?
You don't think the pissed off Republicans are afraid that it's too close and will vote for Bolduc?
Well, I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
they definitely will do that. Yeah.
yeah, but I'm just saying there'll be more. I don't think any Democrats are voting for Jared.
No.
Per the polling,
Some
you are correct.
Yeah.
Per the Twitter, you're not.
Yeah.
All right. So 22:30.
Wow, I was not expecting Bolduc to see this poorly.
Well, Bolduc is doing that poorly with only major cities reporting.
When Baldick said, I'm doing my last town hall where John McCain did, I was like, oh. This is perfect.
But I mean, I don't think.
Made for us.
Yes.
A reminder that I'm here for a while.
My whole thing, I just want Jared to get full.
Yeah, I know.
And have the spread be too big to get
Covering the spread is still
That's what
very
I
much.
want.
Covering the
So
spread is on the table still very much.
my ideal is he gets 4%, but the spread is too big to blame him.
Oh, no.
But they say that's the worst possible outcome.
Blame him for what? We want it down to like
For losing. So remember how Aaron Day ran as an independent, and the reason Son is in power is because Aaron pulled 17,000 votes and she won by 1,700 votes.
How come nobody blames Robert Lombardo, who also ran as a libertarian in that race and pulled 6,000 votes?
Right. So the two together was,
So, Chelsea, is David Fredette any good?
and she only won.
I have no idea.
700 votes. So since then, everyone's been like, libertarians are just spoilers. We can't work with you. And I was like, no, see how this works. We're a voting block. You need to call us.
But we still have no. Oh,
But
it's,
now the question is if we have.
do votes for Nicholas Sarwick count?
Wait. If we have one. That's a reporting issue.
I don't have a
The balance is right.
What would be blamed upon this?
If Don Bolduc wins
Nunu is outperforming all their
with a bigger spread than his points, right?
Then he wouldn't have mattered.
Right. But if he, whatever the reverse is.
Ben is holding solid at 4%.
That person.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not a politics person.
No, but the story would be Jeremy should have dropped out and endorsed Bolduc.
But why would Jeremy do that, considering that he's alive?
No, I understand all of that.
You're being too logical.
I understand all of that, but we could take this weekend out of the equation, and we'd still be having the same conversation.
That's very true.
So.
Very true.
And then a remake came out.
So basically, since that race in 2016, the real establishment Republicans hate us because they're like, you cost us Kelly Ayotte's rise to ascendancy, and you gave us Meg. So.
Time for them to support Lily and Bruce type candidates, or they'll never get anywhere.
Hey, Carla, how about that gerrymandering?
Sounds like a
How?
They did a good job gerrymandering. I mean, they could have done more. I think they could have gerrymandered even more aggressively. Like, it wasn't the really corrupt gerrymandering I was hoping for, but they did a decent amount of gerrymandering. It was the kind of timid New Hampshire type gerrymandering.
How is anything coming for Georgia? I heard he hired a bunch of homeless people to and there was a part of me where I was like, that's solid.
We should have done that.
Would you be against Bolduc? Are you choosing the lesser of two evils?
I chose the lesser of three evils.
No, but if he wasn't,
the least of all the evils is what I chose.
The man in the lizard suit.
Or possibly on paper.
I will say.
The most known evil.
Right.
I will say, that's a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Which one?
For Scare.
What's that? 6 out of 13?
Yeah.
Is it? He's kind of.
He's very socially conservative.
Yes.
Him and his wife stand outside City Hall with signs that want to ban transgender kids from public schools. Hashtag.
That's almost a mercy.
Hashtag save women's sports.
Right?
Where is that district?
Nashua.
I actually don't have the PDF.
Yeah.
Of all the states.
What, do we have anything in yet for Murphy?
No. Nothing yet.
So I didn't realize he was running against June Trisciani because she's formidable.
She ran a write-in campaign during the primary. There was supposed to be an open seat. That's why Michael's primary was such a big deal.
Yeah.
But she got the 35 write-in votes.
Because she's
Moneyed and known.
but she's actually kind of likable. I mean, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, June, yeah, she
Hasn't fired every waitress in southern New Hampshire.
Sorry, but
not at all. You go and take a hike over to Monica and Monica can chit chat.
I mean, it doesn't look like a red wave, but someone just
It's all early.
Guam went red. Does Guam even vote?
Guam elects one congressperson and they can't vote.
So Guam went red, apparently.
Guam is a military base.
So as Guam goes, so
Guam's going to tip over now.
Guam is a military base.
So just
It's unsurprising that it's surprising anyone votes there at all. Usually they're absentee at home.
So, like, I look at
I mean, he was a paper candidate.
In the bluest of blue districts.
if the ones that have come in seem to be tracking the PVI pretty closely.
Yeah.
So, but it's certainly not.
I mean, I'm trying to mitigate my own shame spiral with that.
Well, what was your district again? Hillsborough what?
22, I think. Ward 11. It looked, I mean, very cursorily on my.
So that was minus 3.5 for Republicans. So like, what did you get? Like 45? What did you get?
I got 950.
Oh, for once the Fetterman update.
Versus 1.
Oh, for the Fetterman update's loading.
Like 20%.
That'd be actually better.
Speaking in a complete sentence somewhere?
Fetterman is not speaking in complete sentences.
The lump on the back of his neck, though. Good conversation.
The lump smooch.
But yours is people got to vote for 2.
Yeah. And I had we had a undervote 500. I mean, that's a big spread. If that hadn't happened, I probably could have won.
All right. With 18% reporting in Pennsylvania, Fetterman has a lead with 59.3%.
How much reported?
18% reported, but that 18% does include Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
So now it goes to rural.
Right.
I mean, Philadelphia's going to be counting until tomorrow, right? They've already.
Philadelphia doesn't start counting their mail-in ballots until 10 p.m.
Right. So they're going to stop at midday.
And that's a separate report.
I'm just speculating on the stopping, but you know.
I mean, I asked them to create my policy.
Fetterman is currently the lieutenant governor. Yeah.
Wait, people vote for 2? It's so weird. So 2,100 people voted for Patricia, but then not even 1,100.
Did you not hear the news about Russia?
That's so. I mean, do people think they can only vote for one?
A member of the Russian parliament, the Duma, proposed a measure that any U.S. state that wants to leave the Union would be recognized and could join Russia and be welcomed. And they cited the New Hampshire poll that said 80% of New Hampshire residents wanted to see secession on the ballot.
My presence. I am British.
Are there any preliminary results on the ballot questions?
There were when I was in parties, it was 40-60 against.
On both?
40-64. 60 against was unfair. But that was like 12%.
I didn't vote for Constitution.
Come on, Jeremy.
Here are the solutions.
I mean, Carolyn in my district, in my
What are
ward.
your strongest arguments not in favor of the Constitution?
I do not think we're I think either the Republicans or the Democrats would most likely just pass something that wasn't libertarian.
It takes 2/3 of the convention and
Also
60% of the state to
also
ratify.
possible that nothing happens, but I don't see the path of without there being some kind of plan on what kind of good thing would happen.
Talking about the con?
Yeah, I voted against it.
Here's Marlowe.
What's this?
Marlowe.
You should see how we talk to each other.
Bums up tiny town out near Sparta.
Oh, the town.
Yeah.
Now that's on video. Now Marlon's got video. It's going to come back to haunt me. I'll never get the people.
Wow, who hates
You got 8 of them.
That's a bad one.
Ballot questions.
Sounds like Pompeo.
Right?
Marlo?
They were like, oh, let's find a fat, boozy photo of Sununu and slap that up there.
It's good to have a gun that looks like the average American.
I mean, sometimes.
All right, so register of probate abolition is passing.
So apparently that's going to cause all kinds of very serious problems.
It won't. The Register of Probate's office in 2 counties for the past 2 years has not done anything and refused to staff the office because they don't have the power to do anything. And those 2 registers of probate campaigned on getting the office abolished, and they did it to prove a point.
No, I understand that from a governmental perspective, but like a good libertarian, once in a while we actually have to go, what is this thing that they're doing? So apparently there are all these people who are like stuck without any process to do.
Because the Register of Probate's office isn't allowed to help them anyways. Because 30 years ago, the legislature gave all of the power to the courts. And any time the legislature since then has tried to give the Register of Probate's office any power, the courts have said, no, it's ours. You can't give it to them.
Yeah. Now it's just all clerks.
Right.
Call Terry 1.
Call Terry 1?
Yeah. I don't know if it's online. I got it from the Independence check.
Sarwick has no reported yet.
Terry.
Brittany says she heard him tell someone he moved here in the 90s. He was like, someone was like, oh, when did you move here? And he apparently started with, well, in the 1990s. And she was like, what? I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there, but that's the word.
That's really interesting. Like, I remember you. Oh, I got another one. And then it's like,
Do you think that's Putin's way of giving individual states a chance to opt out of Biden's nuclear war? If we declare secession, Putin won't nuke us.
I mean, I prefer to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now-ish, yeah. Well, I'm still sober.
How is Sarwark even running here? Because he lives here.
We have a cat on the-
Anybody who lives in New Hampshire can run for office, Justin. It's a time-honored tradition.
Oh, yeah, it's my brother's cat. Comes to a lot of events.
I hope this is a real thing.
Yeah.
I reached right out
Edward
without
Snowden
asking,
said we
but-
should change
My ballot is democracy. The U.S. is
Yeah.
But I'm all like, but I think we're done.
Yeah,
Dangerously inexperienced.
I got there.
No results from the county races yet.
That's point number 2 on the reasons why they don't like it.
Wow, that's a
Oh, no, I'm used to
that's
it.
that's big bearded Jeremy as their little thumbnail.
I just my look changes a lot. So.
I even saw him looks like she's looks older because she's gotten work done to make her look younger.
She looks like a goblin. Like she just kind of does. She's got like the pointy face, like the beady eyes. Like,
Oh, I forgot. There's a Sarwark running for state rep too.
Kind of expected. This is a hard ward. It's urban. It is a Democrat area.
She really is terrible, so I can kind of see in that way why someone would look for Bulldog. He's pretty terrible too. So.
You win some, you lose some. Hello.
Kaufman's good.
Yes, I don't know. I'm very confused. And so which works? I don't understand the overvoting, undervoting sort of thing.
Okay, now I
You're
can
supposed to vote for 2, but a lot of people will only select 1.
Well, that was a waste of $11,000.
It was over 500. So I voted for one of the 2.
That's even all her neighbors.
It didn't work out that way, so.
As her neighbor, I can tell you I did not vote for her.
Justin, are you broadcasting?
Yes, we are.
So obviously,
okay.
you know, I think this is a long-term strategy. We have seen a lot of free staters are being elected. People are doing well. So we know local.
It always trails down.
Free state project in a lot of ways.
In the races, so the Senate's always the hardest race because it's the closest.
Trails down.
Right, so the lower on the ballot you go, the higher the percentages are for third parties.
The whole idea with free state.
Especially once you get into multi-member districts.
It's politics.
But I also don't know what the spread of undervoting here is. No, he's not. This is a 2-member district. It's also like we don't know with how many undervoted ballots. Like if those 311 ballots could have pushed him over the top too.
So today was a long day. It started with an alarm clock at like 4:30 in the morning. Our voting station opens at 6 a.m. So we were out there. I was actually surprised. It was a lie. I haven't seen that.
Your Fetterman
So
post.
2.7 to 1. Oh
my God, that's awesome.
So out there super early. I was
Scott Horton retweeted it too.
I actually just tweeted and didn't check in on it. Is it doing well?
It's got 230.
Oh shit! All right.
Scott Horton retweeted it.
20 Eastern Caribbean.
Oh, that's so
Obviously
funny.
had some big times lunchtime, after work crowd. And so we were holding
Did you hear
signs,
that?
had a bunch of volunteers showed up.
Jeremy tweeted, based on Fetterman's
results.
results, I'm thinking
So
that
had
instead of
good
making
support.
ads
We
next
always had
time, we'll
more
just
people
offer
pull
meat.
standing.
Wait, is it going well? Yeah, he's got like 70%. Oh, wow.
But, I mean, yeah, it sounds fun.
By the way, it's absolutely shameful that the Libertarian in that race didn't pull like 30% of those two candidates.
I mean, it's so hard. I mean, look at how much work like Ben did in his city to get from like the default 2 to
I'm one day
3.
gonna have that
You know.
feeling. It's gonna happen.
Why everyone becomes
But until it does, we'll learn to deal with the pain of loss. No, seriously.
It's like, okay, I'll suck.
It
Trump off.
it was exciting to run. It's actually quite validating to just talk to people. I think we live in this world and everyone seems so angry and fighting. But when you're knocking on doors,
No reports.
just literally talking to neighbors.
Leah Cushman is
where you
pretty skater, right?
Yeah, Leah is great. She is a nurse and a state rep.
Go back to that and be like, how can we actually solve these problems? I had a good moment with my opponent. I went over afterwards and said hi and congratulated her. And she actually said, I'm really glad, you kept it clean. I kept it clean.
Let me
We had a
try
pretty
and
decent
extrapolate a
race.
vote
And
total.
I think politics can be like that.
I'm so glad Fetterman's going to be a senator.
Entertainment value.
Email and some other kind of crazy things.
I mean, people were pretty mean to me. I can't lie.
see that
That was
commercial with
hard.
Charlie
It hasn't really ever
Oh,
felt
yeah.
like
That's from 6 years ago, too. That's from 2016. Can you imagine trying to do it now? It would be the same line.
Signs, if it was like so common area where everyone had signs
I got a
out.
stroke like
And I
6
would
months
post
ago.
them and I would tweet them.
Did you
and
see it? Like,
I'd
nice more, run away!
And those signs lost. So I only was losing signs.
Stands for
before I was
repealing
getting
run away! It's so weird.
So that was sort of a turn.
I mean, he literally started the debate by saying good night, everyone, right?
Justin's not even talking.
Well, no.
I don't know.
Say what you want.
Entertaining.
I'm just here to say that I'm glad that John Fetterman is most likely going to be a senator representing the great state of Pennsylvania. Kyle Matovic or Jacob Winograd. If you watch this, good job. I'm proud of you guys. Like keep this shit up. You guys in Pennsylvania are making the best case for libertarianism right now by electing that moron. I don't think there's ever been a better indictment of democracy or, just transparency of how retarded government is. So, good job.
We might just call that Fetterman's victory speech.
Yeah, is there going to be a victory speech?
Yeah, I'd actually, or even the concession speech, I would like to see other of those coming out.
So, are the Republicans doing well aside from New Hampshire and Pennsylvania? Because what I'm hoping for is a Republican majority in the Senate so that the Democrats give up on actually wanting to get rid of the filibuster, and then Fetterman might have to filibuster at some point, and that will be incredible.
That might be everything from drug policy to like nuclear, right? And just sort of figuring out what's our roadmap, how do we want to get there, and what can we do over the next 2 years to position us to do that.
These results just don't want to load.
So we are currently at the Quill, which is a private membership-only club. And
Anyone want to look for?
Well, I guess Arizona probably won't know yet, right? It's too early.
Yeah, way too early for Arizona.
Florida, I know Rubio won, right?
Nobody cares about Florida. It's a swamp with a petty tyrant king.
It's a
Yeah.
election night.
But that one was pretty obvious. Rubio's going to win, right?
We're just, getting the
Oh, we-
results.
oh, it went down.
He was gonna retire in 2016.
Celebrating in other cases and just, posting in the community. Most of us live in this area.
Get a convinced Phil to run for something.
Hanging out.
Like leverage that
Lamont.
celebrity.
There are a lot
Yeah.
of parties everywhere, but there's a party at the Quill too.
Cool. And what are any races to watch next? Like,
That's
something
not
big?
good.
I think.
Rich, 42%.
You're over there.
I know, he was talking a big game at the polls this morning, too.
Cheat sheets here. Some races to watch.
Is that the one we were hoping for?
I mean,
Interesting. That's actually my old Senate district.
Murphy's actually a free stater, and we have no results yet.
Was he likely to win or no?
I don't know.
No.
He had a really hard primary.
It's they're gerrymandered districts, they're all new districts.
How's Burns doing?
The Democrat on the other side.
You really thought Burns could beat Danny DeVito?
No.
If the red wave was big enough, which we're just not seeing it in New Hampshire, I haven't seen any district outperform the.
What's the PVI of CD2?
I just have the county by county. I have the district by district.
Because they took.
I have it granular. I have it for every state legislature.
Because the only changes they made to the congressional districts was taking 6 Republican towns out of CD2 and putting them into CD1.
Don Boulder race. So,
I know.
I think that was a bit of a. It could be it's going to be interesting to see. I think there either a lot of people are going to be happy or unhappy, or it's going to be a nothing.
Oh, he's back up again.
Yeah, trending towards about 10,000 votes total.
Again, you win some, you lose some.
How many did you get?
It's on my side, but-
17,400.
Oh, well, it was a presidential year, so yeah.
I also got 3%.
You got 3%?
It was like 2.8.
2.8.
Yeah.
What do people?
Aaron Day got 3.2 with 17,000.
I'm also like, what was the
That was also a presidential year.
Yeah.
What is like double?
There, you see, that makes sense.
So I lost.
Okay, so that's about what they were suggesting.
Yeah. Burns getting blown out.
It would have been sort of a miracle.
How's Levitt doing? Still getting trounced right there?
With 31% reporting, she's getting trounced.
Not good
For
her.
my district, there were 2.
I saw ads that said that she's dangerous. Maybe that's a good thing.
And so a lot of
Well,
I mean, most
if
blonde
Donald
bimbos are
Baldock
dangerous.
wins, he's the one vote that Mitch McConnell gets for a nationwide abortion ban. I don't know if you've heard that for like the last 80 days every time we listen to the radio or try to watch television or watch a YouTube video. But
Aaron's too extreme. I really wish it was true.
yeah, I heard he's too extreme for New Hampshire, but he's basically just a normal Republican.
I wish he knew how to take a dive better than a minor league soccer player.
If we're at the point where Donald Baldock is extreme in anything aside from wanting to drop bombs on countries, then we're not doing well. The Overton window's not in a good place.
That's terrifyingly disappointing. Oh,
It's true.
Angela just
I'm on a stream, so.
I mean, I think the
Thank you. We're waiting to close my
remain
constitutional
right.
office.
I do think
results.
that
What bothers me about this voting process? I didn't even get an I voted.
it doesn't seem like the
I
country is
didn't
really
either.
feel.
did you even vote?
So I think
I did
You can have mine. You can have mine. I wrote LPNH on
And
the
I
bottom.
think with the right people elected,
For mine, they're like ballot
we will
here.
see liberties expanded in New Hampshire. And so
All
right.
Still nothing reporting from the seacoast.
Just remember, guys, Netanyahu's victory in Israel means more for American foreign policy than any of these elections here in America.
So I'm excited. I think, we're gonna grow.
Still nothing from Merrimack.
We're gonna get more people. We're gonna create more wealth.
To be fair, that's a big ass district with 3 polling places. That's not close.
Barely anything anywhere else.
So
basically Dover, of course.
Wow. And then you can freedom for other people to see it anyway.
Jeez.
Yeah, somebody took it out.
Thank you so much.
So the new district is pretty heavily slanted, huh?
No, that district didn't change.
Oh, that one didn't.
Putting books back.
You really can't win.
Well, Carla beat Brittany. She can gloat on that.
I hope there's like an interesting story.
This is Jack State Senate.
Why does that look so terrible?
You beat Brittany. You can brag.
What? So NHPR is covering.
Those are different numbers,
Joe was
though.
telling us about forcing the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Go to
They're gonna post about
Patricia has
loosely organized social media campaign by those distrusting elections.
Are you telling me the voting
Oh, thank you.
Carla, are you telling me the vote totals being reported are not accurate?
Yes. Why? Should they be accurate?
Yeah, it says 100% reporting.
He told me to put it in the
But she didn't have 208.
You won't have to just put it right in here.
Let me get my spray.
Nobody's surprised.
If you do all of it.
What was he saying? If there's at least one write-in.
While she's going to get her spreadsheet.
So I write in
Nolan.
Josh Holmes.
Yeah, guys, looks like we are frozen again. Apologies for that. We're not going to try and drag you guys through this all night. Check out WMUR for your vote results. And we'll try and come back later maybe when the I think it's the pages aren't refreshing and they're crashing the fucking computer because it's so crappy. But not going to drag you guys through a stream that's going to crash every 20 minutes all night. But maybe we'll come back later because we'll be here till midnight anyways. And if you guys are in the Manchester area, you know where we are. Come down and hang out. Ofer, no excuses. See you later.
Also, thank you.